Let me get some coffee here, man. BOBCAST in action. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for your next guest? Are you ready? Let's hear it in the comments. I want to see some. We're not going to show the camera's not on him yet, so no one knows who he is. But we want to make sure you guys are ready. Are you ready? I've been friends with this guy for a long time. I've known this dude for a long time. He's been in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Morningstar.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for having me. I appreciate
Welcome.
it. This is really cool to sit down and do. I was telling Candy that I've enjoyed them since y'all started doing them. The first one I saw was with Clackner, who the first time I saw play was with you, but then I got to know a little better when he was with Fifth on the Floor. And,
I forgot about that. Man.
Yeah. And then went back and binged them all. Christina Murray was probably my favorite. I like Christina. She's great.
Yeah.
She's
so
great.
good. Yes.
Yeah.
That one was good. It was like a serious kind of thing. It's got kind of like, I was like, oh shit, this shit got real for a second. Like, she's legit.
Yeah, she's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The first time I met her, we were in Virginia, and her guitar player reached out. I think it was her record release show. And I hadn't heard of her at the time, but I damn sure knew who she was when the show was over. She's great.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You're great, dude.
Yeah.
You're great, dude.
Oh, we're all great.
Thanks for coming
We're all
out and
great.
doing
The
this.
greatest
Thanks for
is
watching.
Agreed.
Candice,
Agreed.
the Wolf Slayer, my co-host, is the greatest.
Well, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for coming. I was really excited when I messaged you and you responded like, hell yeah, I love Bob.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't even a question.
And she's been finding a lot of the guests, and it was funny when she said Josh Morningstar. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. Blast from the past, man.
Yeah, I was like, that's cool, because most of the bands, like, I have no idea who they were. No, she's on point with the, with who's in town.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to grab people coming through town.
Smart.
Yeah.
It's hard for I don't have time to check all the.
Yeah.
But she's like, oh, Josh Morningstar, and I was like, hell yeah,
Man, that's cool. Thank you.
Do you remember Shotzi? Wayne Mills?
Oh, my God, yes. Man, so I met Wayne a month before he died. We played a festival together. And, it was a several-day festival, and everybody hung out. And you know how it is. Musicians and I think creative people in general tend to build relationships quicker than a quote-unquote normal person because, we don't see each other all the time. You know what I mean? So when we do see each other, we tend to bond a lot faster than you would with, your neighbor or whoever else.
It's true.
Yeah. So Wayne and I, we hung out all that weekend, man, and became, really close friends over the last month of his life. And the day that he died, I called him, and he was helping some friends of his put a boat in the water. And the last words I said to him were, I love you. He said, I love you too, brother. And then next morning I woke up and he was gone.
Yeah, man. He was, I became quick friends with him too, just through music and through mutual friends that we had. And it definitely was, do you know who Wayne Mills? Are you familiar with his music?
I don't think so.
It's been a while now.
Yeah.
That's been like
2013.
Okay, yeah. So, but he was in the same game we're all in down here, and he was just a man. I saw him last time I saw him. He was opening up for Jamie Johnson, and no offense to Jamie Johnson, dude, but he tore the roof off that place.
Man, I think Wayne, whenever Wayne played with Jamie specifically, because Jamie used to open for him.
Okay,
so,
I was gonna say, dude.
Yeah,
Jamie got up there, and we were all like, it was good, but Wayne had that.
Yes, sir.
He really brought it, dude.
I think when he opened for Jamie, since Jamie used to open for him, when the roles were reversed, I think Wayne came out swinging a little harder than he normally would. Just to kind of. I don't want to say stick it to Jamie, but essentially that,
Yeah. But Jamie knew. That's why he had him open him up.
Shit, I'd have had him close.
Jamie, I'd have had him close.
I'd have had him close. Fuck that. I know where I belong.
Shout out Wayne Mills.
Yeah. His son Jack's playing guitar now.
Cool.
The Steelwoods bring him up every now and then and let him jam with him. It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and that's a crazy story, dude.
Yeah.
What do you? I remember it was it was downtown.
It was on 2nd Avenue,
Nashville, and he got shot in a bar fight.
Oh, you've told me this story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got shot because he was the guy. I guess the guy. I heard the guy was like, "Put out your cigarette." He was like, "Fuck you," and was like lighting his cigarette anyways.
Okay.
And the guy fucking shot him.
Yep.
Ooh.
And
Or something. I don't know exactly. That's what I heard.
That's what I've always heard too. Yeah.
It was over a fucking cigarette.
And I think that guy's out now. He only got 10 years.
Are you kidding me? He's already out?
Well, I mean, if he's not, it'll be any time. That was in November of 2013, and he got 10 years. So maybe, another year or two with the, if court proceedings took like they normally would, 2014, 2015.
Well, if they were drunk and I think they were all hammered.
Yeah.
That dude probably feels fucking horrible. I don't know.
They were good friends, man. Chris,
Yeah.
I think his name was Chris Farrell, something like that. But him and Wayne were good friends.
They had opened up a bar.
Yeah.
And the bar was doing good. It was on like one of those TV shows.
Yeah.
They'd opened up a bar and it was on this like TV show.
Like Bar Rescue.
Bar
or something
Rescue.
Oh, okay.
One of those.
Yeah.
And it was, I think there was a special show that night. It was George Jones' funeral.
The George Jones tribute show that
Or
they did at
tribute for
Bridgestone.
after he died.
Yep. Yeah.
So it was the night of the George
Yeah.
Jones tribute show. And there was a bunch of musicians in town. So everyone was partying down there.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Man.
he got shot.
Yep. That's fucking wild, man.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
wild.
What a crazy
Sad.
story.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna talk about an outlaw country motherfucker. If you would have said, if you told me, well, how'd Wayne Mill die? In a bar fight, in a gunfight in Nashville, I would have said,
Outlaw country.
I mean,
He stubbed his toe. He got infected somehow, and he fucking lost it. Fucking Wayne, man. Damn. Yeah, he was a good one.
oh, Mike.
Oh, sorry, he was
Nope,
a good
there
one.
we go.
Wayne was
Yeah.
a good one.
Wayne was, hell yeah. So what have you been up to? Anything crazy?
Man, popping out kids, getting divorced, and writing songs.
Popping out kids, getting divorced, and writing songs. Now that sounds like a song.
Yeah.
That's what I
Popping
like.
out kids,
Getting
a divorce.
writing these country songs.
There you go. Popping out kids, getting divorced, writing these country songs.
Oh,
Boom,
man.
boom, boom, boom.
In fairness, I haven't popped out. Well, I've never popped out a kid, but I haven't fathered a child in 10 years. My youngest is 10. My oldest is 22. So 22, 21, and 10. So trying to be a father while also being on the road and writing songs, man. That's pretty much every day.
Hell yeah.
Pretty much every day.
Living in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yes, sir. Yep. I like Knoxville. Knoxville's a cool place because I guess it's technically a city, but it's not a big city. But there's still, there's good restaurants. There's things to do there. You can get to Nashville in 2.5 hours, easy drive on 40. But then you can also get the fuck out of Nashville if you want to, and it's much, much cheaper than Nashville.
Yeah. And then you're not too far from everything. Yeah. Old school.
I can get here when I need to, and I can. Yeah.
Let me guess. There's a Home Depot. There's a
There's a Home
Walmart.
Depot. There's Walmart.
There's a Kroger.
Actually, there's 3 Walmarts.
There's 3
Yeah.
Walmarts.
There you go.
There's
Bunch of Krogers.
let me
about
guess.
all you
There's
need,
the
right?
same shit in every town.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. There sure is, man.
Yep.
Olive Garden.
There's an Olive Garden.
There's an
a
Olive
Garden.
Longhorn.
Texas
Steakhouse.
Roadhouse.
And guess what the town next to you has?
Walmart.
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
Cracker Barrel.
That's one thing I learned about touring is
Yeah.
it's just all rocks, dirt, and Walmarts and Home Depot.
Yes, sir. You spend a little bit of time on the road, haven't you?
Yeah. And McDonald's.
Can't forget the McDonald's.
That's
Good guy.
everywhere, man. You land in China, there's a McDonald's waiting for you. You
Yeah.
know?
I've never
Yeah.
been to China. The United States government didn't see fit to let me out of the country until 2019, 19.
What'd you do? Oh, never mind. Divorce.
Probation. Bunch of dumb shit, man. I was on drugs for a long, long time, and I did a lot of dumb shit while I was on drugs.
So you're good now, though.
12 years. Actually, my clean date, I say clean and not sober because I still smoke weed and I drink, but the hard stuff, October 17th, 2011.
Hell yeah. So, I have 20 years. I have lived 20 years totally sober, my whole 20s, my whole 30s into my 40s. And that's a good chunk of life.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I was taking ibuprofen PMs the whole time.
Yeah.
Like bottles. Everyone
by the tons.
Everybody that knew me sober was like, I would take 4 every night for the whole time. It just helped me sleep. Sometimes not. Like I couldn't like turn off my brain.
Yeah.
So I would have to take those PMs because I was, and I think that's why I was like I was like trying to self-medicate before, but I was going way too hard.
2 them 4 ibuprofens every night.
Oh yeah. I know. That's what I was telling him. I'm like, that's not healthy.
She was like, what are all these ibuprofen bottles in your bathroom?
I know.
When she came to visit me, I've been holed up in Alabama alone, just eating bottles of fucking ibuprofen.
Downing Monster and ibuprofen.
Yeah, a Monster. I used to say it was my hillbilly speedball. I take ibuprofen and fucking Monsters.
I was like, dude, I don't think this is good for you.
Man, one of my best friends, my tour manager, we call him Bearcat. His name's Jeff, but everybody calls him Bearcat. All he drinks is Monster. No soda, no water, nothing.
That's how he used to be.
Yeah. He's in his 30s now, and I've been trying to get it through to him that, hey, man, you got to start at least drinking a bottle of water a day or something because your shit's going to start shutting down.
See, I don't know if I believe that.
Well,
because
I can't say for sure. I just imagine.
And I'm only saying this because I understand why
logic would tell you that.
Logic would tell you that.
Yeah.
And I'm not bullshitting you here. And I got witnesses.
Yeah.
2 to 3 of those big ones every single day since it came out.
Wow.
Since they invented Monster.
Oh, you started from the beginning.
I was an OG.
Yeah.
Because I was sober.
Yeah.
So I was like, what? There's some fucked up energy drink that gets you all fucked up?
Wow.
You know? And I go to the doctor and shit, and I'm healthy.
Wow.
I'm a healthy dude. So I don't know that I believe all that. I just know that my heart stopped like palpitating.
Yeah. And in fairness,
There is that.
All I know is when I stopped drinking them, I was like, oh, my heart's not doing that weird.
It feels normal now.
I just thought I had a condition. I spent 20 years thinking I had a heart condition. It was just a monster.
It's just
Other than that, I'm healthy, though.
Yeah. Well, in fairness to what you're saying, I know of no scientific research whatsoever that tells you that 2 or 3, 4 or 5, however many monsters a day is bad. I've just read that side of that label.
Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah, me too.
I see a lot of vitamins.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I didn't think of that.
I've read that. I see a lot of vitamins. You know what I used to say before every Monster?
You should be a salesperson for them.
We're trying to work on a Monster sponsorship. I'm willing to get back into the Monster for money.
For money.
For money, I will drink Monster again. We are open for sponsorships, Monster, by the way. We have a musical podcast.
Hey.
We can have artists like Josh Morningstar.
I'd love to have a Monster right now.
Could really go for a Monster.
Yeah. Shit, for enough money, I'll change my last name to Monster Star. I don't give shit.
Yeah, I forgot what I was talking about there.
Just
the vitamins.
Yeah, the vitamins.
The vitamins.
Monster.
Because you read the back of it and it's packed full of vitamins.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I used to always say when I'd crack one, I'd be like, cures cancer, and then I drink it. And I have not had cancer in 45 years.
Wow.
That's true. That's true.
Man. I don't know. That could be, putting the positivity out into the universe. Maybe that's
I
what
was like
did
blessing the water.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Hey, you never know. You never know.
You got any good songs? Any new songs you've been writing?
Yeah, so I just finished up a record. I don't know when it's coming out or anything yet, but I just finished up a record. I did it at Pen of Art Studios here in town with a guy named Jay Took. Used to play drums for Steelwoods, a bunch of other people. Yeah, so that's done. So I got all kinds of songs.
Is it mixed?
It's done completely. I'll send it to you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, let us know. Well, maybe we'll plan it, and we can drop this episode when you drop your
awesome
record to help kind of pump it.
That'd be great, man.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's probably gonna be next year sometime. I don't know. What your
Well,
schedule
then we'll
looks
probably drop this before, but
Okay.
get his pre-sale.
like. Yeah, pre-sale.
Yes.
But I'm excited about it, man. I've always hated the studio. I've just never been a studio guy. I consider myself to be a songwriter first and foremost. I don't consider myself to be a guitar player or a singer at all. I write songs and then I travel around singing them. That's what I do. So I've always hated the studio, always. But this was a pretty painless experience for the most part. So I'm excited about it, man. I think it's good. I think it's
Hell
good.
yeah.
We'll see.
Well, can we get a preview of a song on there?
Of course. You want me
Hell
to do it
yeah,
now?
let's do it. Let's do it. Josh Morningstar, everybody giving us a sneak preview of his new record coming out.
Little Timmy Thomas robbed the Kenjo on the corner with a pistol that he lifted from his buddy Bobby Warner. Got $700 and 11 pack of cigs, and everyone in town knew exactly who had did it. If his mama would have been there, you know that she'd have hit him. Smoking stolen Marlboro Reds when the feds came to get him. We're all just trying to make it. We're all just trying to get by. If we want, then we take it. Seem to be the words that we live by. Say they crucified Jesus with a couple of thieves. Lord, we don't know what we do, we just know what we need. Teresa was the finest piece of tail he'd ever seen. Blew his mom back cause she got all of that in them jeans. Walked over and told her she could have his last name. She asked him what he drove, he told her a black Range Rover. Same old song and dance, kicked the drummer. Yeah, she thought that he was ugly, but she looking for a come up. We're all just trying to make it. We're all just trying to get by. If we want, then we take it. Seem to be the words that we live by. Say they crucified Jesus with a couple of thieves. Lord, we don't know what we do, just know what we need. So Father, please forgive us for our lust and our greed. But you created temptation, so how about a little empathy respectively? I mean, if you think objectively, this is kinda your fault, cause this is kinda your thing. Super mega corporation CEO, 7-figure but doesn't get no PTO. Work them all like a dog, treat them all like a slave. These motherfuckers are lucky they get minimum wages. Pay keeps getting lower. Average Joe is in fear while execs collect checks. It's another record year. We're all just trying to make it. We're all just trying to get by. If we want, then we take it. Seem to be the words that we live by. Say they crucified Jesus with a couple of thieves. You won't believe the things we do to get the things we think we need.
Man, that was really good.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Really fucking good
Well, man,
song.
I hope
all
you
those
know-
lyrics, dude.
Yeah, that's like every song I write for some reason has a million fucking words in it, and I don't know why. I don't have that much to say. Y'all have been sitting here talking to me. I ain't got that much to say, but for some reason they all have so many words.
That's maybe where you're getting it out. It has to
probably
come out somewhere.
Yeah, probably. But man, I hope you know how much I appreciate that. Like I said, I've been a fan of yours for a long time at this point, man.
Wow.
I mentioned earlier, the first time I saw you was at Layla's on Lower Broadway. You had Jared and Liz with you, which I didn't know them at all at the time either. I don't remember who was playing guitar for you.
Ryan Clackner.
Was he on? Okay,
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, so Clackner was on guitar. I don't remember who was on drums.
Joe
And,
Mitchell.
Okay, no shit, man. So I'll never forget it, dude. Me and my old lady at the time walked in, and as soon as we walked in, you said, you said something about till the wheels fall off this motherfucker, and then you did your train whistle with your mouth. And I was like, all right, this is my shit. and then not too long after that, the Outlaw Carney record came out, and man, I was all in after that. I was all in after that.
Cool, dude. Thank you.
Yeah, and then I remember sitting down trying to learn when Back to the Camper came out, trying to learn all the songs off of it. Like I was all in, brother. I was all in. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Not sound too much like a dick rider sitting here, but man, I have no problem fucking telling people I enjoy their shit.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad you do, dude. That's good, man. Well, we enjoy your shit too.
Thank you, man.
It's cool, man. Lots of good talent and exciting music and things out there, and so much more to come. I mean, you know, the last 20 years, you know, do you feel like this new, like, I don't know, because I'm in my 40s now, and so it's like, it's kind of like from my 20s playing music and 30s, and now I'm in my 40s. It's like, I feel like it's a whole new chapter starting right now.
Yes, sir.
And like we're at the beginning of it right now. This is actually all part of it.
Yep.
This podcast, all of it. It's the beginning of our next 20 years stretch.
Hopefully, man, if we're lucky.
Yeah, no.
If we're lucky.
What do you mean? Drink
bro.
a Monster just trust me. Here's what you want.
Monster and ibuprofen.
You want to know the secret?
Yeah,
Monster
I do,
and ibuprofen.
Hell yeah, I'll start today. Shit.
Get all those vitamins.
I tell you, they're packed full of vitamins.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man. No, but I did want to say, man. So you got guys like Zach Bryan, Tyler Childers, all this quote unquote independent country scene now, Cody Jinks, all these guys, and while I definitely respect them and what they do, I wonder if they know that what they're doing would not have been possible without guys like you, Hank 3, fucking even going further back, Dale Watson, BR549, you know, all these bands. I wonder if all these people that are blowing up now have any idea of the fucking groundwork that guys like yourself and all these other people laid for them, because I believe wholeheartedly that if you guys hadn't been doing what you were doing for so fucking long, that people wouldn't be as open to a guy like Zach Bryan, for example, you know, who's, you know, setting all these records and shit independently and all that. And that's cool and fucking great for you, man. But goddamn, if it wasn't for Bob Wayne and Hank 3 and Dale Watson and JB Beverly and all these fucking people that have been out pounding the roads and showing people that, hey, there's country music that's not on the radio that's way fucking better than what's on the radio, would the market have been ready for these guys that are taking off and selling out arenas today? I don't know.
That's interesting. Because there was a time period when I started, it was, I think when I first wrote my first fucked up weird country song was in the late 1900s. And back then in the late 1900s, the only one that I found that was doing it was G.G. Allen. That was it. Like I could, and then I got turned on to the Super Suckers had a country album in the late 1900s. So back then there really wasn't much like alternative countries in the late 90s.
Yep.
And then so then really like in 2000s, like it was early 2000. When I started working with Hank 3, it was like 2005.
Yeah.
And Straight to Hell came out. He was obviously the G.G. Allen country, but alive and kicking.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is important.
The king.
Yep.
And so he definitely was just like a light pole there, just like we're not going nowhere. We're gonna keep, you know. And then I think he kind of opened the doors for a lot of people.
I don't think you have a Jason Isbell without having Hank 3 first. Now, obviously, they're two completely different artists.
But wasn't Jason Isbell in Drive-By Truckers?
He was in the Truckers.
Yeah.
That's another one, actually.
Yeah, they were.
The Drive-By Truckers,
around.
actually. They were another one.
And I shouldn't have said Isbell. I meant Sturgill. I meant Sturgill. Sturgill and Isbell kind of took off around the same time. Simpson?
I don't know.
Oh.
Never heard of him. Just kidding.
I was going to say, are you?
Does he have a demo tape?
He's a hot new young artist. You should check him out.
Do I need to check
Demo
him out?
tape.
But without
You're
Hank
saying they
3,
built that foundation.
I think they
pretty
cleared
much,
the way
Or
for
cleared
these
the way.
guys that have kind of taken it to the next level, so to speak. And when I say next level, I mean like selling out arenas and that kind of shit. I don't know if there hadn't have been Hank 3. I don't know if people would have been ready for Sturgill and his drug song. You know,
Maybe not.
I don't know.
There was
you can't
a time
say
there that. Well, you know what, dude? You might be right. I think so, because for sure, Hank 3 was like the fucking the ship that kept it going for that during that like lull of that was the early 2000s. I mean, what was going on in music in the early? It was like Limp Bizkit and
all
fucking
that shit,
and weird shit. So while all that shit was popular, we were down here in the fucking trenches just going fuck you with banjos and fiddles.
Yep. My point in all that was, I think that these people, at least from what I've seen, and obviously I haven't seen everything, but at least from what I've seen, I think there needs to be some respect paid to guys like yourself and Hank 3 and all these people that kept this shit alive while, you know, it was Florida Georgia Line and fucking all that other shit throughout their 2000s on to 2000 whatever.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel.
It's every man for himself out here.
I don't disagree with that.
Well, I don't know about that.
It's a dog-eat-dog world.
It is
bro.
a dog-eat-dog world. Yes,
These
sir.
motherfuckers don't give a shit, dude.
Yep.
They're just plowing forward, trucking.
You're right.
They're just going to the next arena.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
They don't give a fuck.
No, sir. But that's my point, man.
But they had their own journeys, man, too.
They definitely
to
did.
get those songs and write those songs. Everyone has their own journey.
They definitely do. Yep.
Yeah.
These are the things that I think about.
Oh, that's cool. That's interesting. Let's do another song.
Okay.
Let's do another song. We just got some good talks there. Let's do one more song.
Man, can I do a Lee Mills song now that we?
Yeah,
I got
please.
this song in my head now. Ever since
Please.
It's a heart-worn highway. I thought my way was the right way. Now all I want to do is fly away on a stardust to the moon. Me and this old El Camino chased you halfway across hell and all the way to Reno, thinking maybe at the end of that rainbow you'd be my pot of gold. But I was wrong. Now the radio helps me move on. That's why tonight I'm feeling like an old Willie Nelson song. I searched across the whole state of Texas on my way back west from Nash Vegas, where you're leaving God the very best of me a time or two. Maybe it was the bright lights, or how I love the nightlife, made you wanna be anyone else's wife, anyone's but mine. It was time for you to move on. That's why tonight I'm feeling like an old Willie Nelson song. I was wrong. Now the radio helps me move on. That's why tonight I'm feeling like an old Willie Nelson song. And so tonight I'm feeling like an old Willie Nelson song.
Thank you,
Thank
brother.
you so much.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Patreon guys. We're out.
Man, thank you all so much.